Hello and welcome. I am the Chess Librarian. We are in Lesson 9, Special Rules of Chess. We will finally finish learning all the rules of chess. Don't worry, there are only a few rules left. The moves we are about to learn are special moves. If this channel makes any money at all, it will be all donated to St. Jude's Hospital and Breast Cancer Association. Special in my heart. Let's continue our journey. Castling. Castling is a valuable move that both protects your king and develops your rook in one move, and is used in most games. Castling is a special move in which the king moves 2 squares towards the rook, and then the rook moves in the other side of the king. Use only one hand to castle. There are 2 ways to castle: king side or queen side. To castle king side, move your king over 2 squares to g1 or g8 if you are black, and your rook on h1 if black, h8 to f1. To castle king side, move your king over 2 squares to g1 and your rook on h1 if black, g8, and your rook on f1, f8. In this diagram, we notate castling kingside by 0, 0 or 0, 0, and castling queenside by 0, 0, 0 or 0, 0, 0. There are 5 types of positions when castling is illegal. You cannot castle while in check. You can castle after you've been in check, but not while you are in check. 2. Into a check. The king cannot be in a check after castling. 3. Through a check. While castling, the king cannot move across any square that is being attacked by an opposing piece. 4. If one of the pieces with which you are castling has already moved. If you move your king before castling, you can never castle on either side. If you move your rook before castling, you can still castle on the other side if your king and other rook have not moved. 5. If there are pieces between the king and rook. Pawn promotion is what happens to a pawn when it reaches the last rank. When a pawn reaches the last rank, the pawn has to be promoted to any piece except the king. It cannot remain a pawn. Usually a pawn is promoted to a queen because a queen is the strongest piece. We notate promotion by writing the square the pawn is promoted to. So if white promotes his pawn to queen by moving his pawn to g8, the diagram we would write g8q. If there was a black piece on f8 and white captured a piece to promote his pawn, we would write g times f8q. If all the pawns promote to queen, we could have 9 queens. Promotion is an extremely useful tool, often used when there are a few pieces on the board. The last special move is called en passant, a French word meaning in passing. It is uncommon, but it is important to note. If a pawn moves 2 steps ahead from its original square and passes through a square which is attacked by an opponent's pawn, then the opponent's pawn is allowed to capture the passing pawn, en passant. The opponent's pawn captures the pawn en passant just as it would if the pawn had moved 1 square forward. En passant only can be done on the very next move. Drawing. The final topic that we need to cover before we have learned all the rules of chess is drawing. There are 5 ways to draw. Draw by agreement, draw by stalemate, draw by the 50 move rule, draw by threefold repetition of a position, and draw by elimination of all checkmating material. Draw by the 50 moves rule. If both you and the opponent each move 50 moves without moving a pawn or capturing any piece, then the game is drawn. Draw by elimination of checkmating material. When a position occurs where neither side has enough material to checkmate the opponent, the game is automatically drawn. Draw by stalemate. We have seen many examples of stalemate. Stalemate is a position in which one side had no legal moves and the king is not in check. Be careful to not stalemate your opponent when you are about to win. Draw by threefold repetition of this position. If any position is repeated 3 times in the same game, then the game is drawn. If a draw is requested, the position does not need to be repeated 3 times in a row, just 3 times during the course of the game. This rarely happens since there are so many different combinations of moves. Do not move your pieces back and forth and hope for threefold repetition. The entire position needs to be the same for this draw to apply, not just your position. The chess book I am using right now is called Lessons from a Grandmaster. It's written by Grandmaster Yuri Shulman. You should now know all the rules of chess. This lesson describes some special rules of chess, namely promotion, castling, and en passant. You should also know the 5 types of draws that can occur in chess. Thank you for watching my video. I'll be putting another one out next Friday. If you have any comments, let me know, please. I'm always looking for ideas. See you next time. Be safe.